Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to Nyx. Yes, we're still sticking with the Order of the Vampire Hunters. As you can see, this is a crossover character from another game called Mid-Era. And this is the one that Ali fell in love with on this particular Kickstarter, and I had to get the mini. So, before we see the mini, I think there may be a bit of a backstory. No, not at all. Oh well, so here's the card for Nyx. She has 9 health. No book things. I can't remember what these are. So if she has to do like an intelligence test or whatever it is, she can't, because she can't roll. No, that's intelligence. I don't know what that is. Can't remember. For a speed test, agility test, 2 rolls 2 dice. For an intelligence test, 2 rolls 2 dice. I can't remember what this one is. But that's her in her normal guise, and that's her in a as a turned character. The thing is, she's exactly the same. She's a female version of Blade, I would say. She is a vampire anyway, and you can tell that because this is how she looks. There we are. She's not fully human, as the tail and wings suggest otherwise. So let us get Nyx stuck on our little painting platform. She has been primed. I have noticed there's a little bit of flashing running up this leg, so we'll try and get rid of that. It's not always as easy as it might be, or as it should be rather. There we are, and down this leg as well. There we are. Oh, it's a horrible sound, but it's a necessary evil, as it were. So, Holly has given me strict instructions of how I'm going to do this. Let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, so she wants a pale skin tone. So that pale skin tone is going to come from the use of, when I can find it. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, it's here. Kisler flesh. I'm going to get my little Ujima thingy on. We are actually painting this one. We aren't just dry brushing. This is one of the main characters, so we're going to paint. So, flesh tones, we're going to use Kisler flesh, as I say. Ignore this colour down here. I left it on the palette too much, or too long, and it's basically all dried up. So, we'll get our scabby little brush and get our paint on the palette. Wash the brush out, and now we can get the brush that we're going to use, dampen slightly, and on our way. So she wants a very pale skin tone. The hair she wants black. I'm not going to say much else. You'll wait and find out. I have my instructions of what I'm to do with this. So hopefully I will do the job justice to how Ali envisions it. I'm not too fussed at the moment about going over anywhere other than the skin. I want to make sure that all the flesh is covered, and that's the only concern of mine at the moment. It doesn't matter at all if I go over any other area, because let's face it, the what should we call it, the rest of it can all be painted over, or as I'm going to be painted over anyway, so if I do go over anything that isn't flesh, I can cover it later on. I just want to make sure that that looks as though she's barefoot, because I can see toes. But I want to paint it anyway, then I may decide to change my mind and try and stylise some shoes around her. The moulding isn't too brilliant on these minis, unfortunately, so a lot of it is imagination. And I think things there that should be gaps, so that's all filled in, so I'm going to have to do something about that. And there we are. Now the wings I'm going to do slightly different. Not all that much different, just slightly different, because I want to add a little bit of darker colour to this for the wings. So for that, when I can find it, I don't want to use either of them. Where are you, where are you, where are you? I'll use Bugman's Glow, I think, which is that one. I'm going to mix a little bit of this in with Kisler Flesh, just as I say, to darken it slightly. Give this a bit of a wash. I'm getting now. And as I say, it's just the wing tips that I'm doing. the membranes of the wings will be done slightly differently. And as well as the wings, I'll do the tail in this colour as well. Yeah. We want to try and match it in with the flesh tone as much as we can, so that's why I'm doing this. And this colour, there we go. So that's the wings and the tail done. As we said, make sure that I've got everywhere on the wings, so I'm just taking a little bit of time now, just looking and double checking to make sure that I've not missed anywhere. This is so it doesn't have to be perfectly what you call it, doesn't have to be perfect coverage. Any little bit of, if it looks a little bit patchy, don't worry about it, because it's, for me, that gives it that level of griminess once we put the wash on. There we are. I think that is it for that part. Now, I have been told that she wants black for the for her. I just need to look for my black paints. I think that is it. That is it. Abaddon Black is the one we're using. A little bit of that to our palette. And that's not just for the hair. It says he throwing his brush on the floor. We will paint the hair. You may have noticed she doesn't have long hair, which is surprising. But she does have a nicely ridged hairline, so it's easy to paint. No, I just realised I've just missed something. Bear with me. I've got my brush in my mouth, as you can see, and get a different brush back into the colour that we used for the wings, and we'll go down the no, that is her hair. And I've just noticed it curls around there and ties up. I thought it was something different. So what we'll do is we'll get some water on that. Wash it off and go back into the black. As you see, sometimes something looks to be one thing and then you see it a little better, and you see something completely different that says, oh no, you're wrong. Yeah, there's like suspender belt kind of thing here. I'm just going to do the straps for that in black as well. And I need to touch up some of the flesh because I've got black on it. What's it like at the back? Can't see anything there. But except for a little bit of flesh that I haven't done. So let's do that now. This is not an easy mini to get into. quite sure about these feet, but there we are. That is that part. Let's go back into the black where I've seen some bits of her that need. Is it her? Yes, there. And so if I'm going a bit quiet, I'm just making sure that I get all the areas I need to get at. So it's a little tricky, this one. The moulding is quite what's the word I'm looking for? Delicate, shall we say, for want of a better phrase. There we go. And I hope I've got everything now. Now, that's that bit done. Next.